I'm going to give you the facts that you can check. Nobody watching me will be able to argue with me tonight. You can run your mouth, but you cannot have a grown-up argument when I give you these facts. Number one, before Donald Trump, Marjorie Taylor Greene was a firecracker without a fuse. Loud, flashy, and unknown outside of her echo chamber. Trump gave her national visibility. Trump did that. Thank you, Donald Trump. No, sir, I'm not going to attack you in public. When a man, that's why I couldn't stand when Ronald DeSantis ran against the very man that brought him up the ladder. What is happening in our world? Number two, he gave her conservative credibility. Donald Trump did that. Thank you, Mr. Trump. No, sir, I will not attack you in public. Number three, he gave her the MAGA spotlight that he created. Without it, she would be a cockroach under a cabinet in Georgia. He gave her a seat at the big table. That's when you turn around and say, thank you, Mr. President. I'll never attack you in public. Sit down somewhere, Marjorie. Learn to respect. Learn to wait your turn. She didn't climb a mountain. She was carried up the mountain by the Trump movement. And now she stands at the top of the mountain that he brought her up, shaking her fist at the man that made her relevant. Sit down, with your loud bulldog sounding. Stop! And thank the president for giving you political life. That's not bravery. For those of you that think Marjorie's brave, that's not bravery. That's not independence. That's what ungratefulness looks like. And I hate it. I'm disgusted by it. Moments ago, Donald Trump released a statement on Truth Social. He said, I am withdrawing my support for Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's huge, folks. He just sank the woman like that. The woman he brought to the top of the mountain, shoo, he just threw her off the mountain. Donald Trump is the leader of this movement. Some of us never forget that. I wouldn't want some of you as my friends, I promise you. My God, you change trains. You're like a prostitute does lingerie. Donald Trump said, despite my creating record achievements across our country, including a total and complete victory on the shutdown, closed borders, lower taxes, no men and women's sports, or transgender for everyone, and getting rid of DEI, stopping Biden's record-setting inflation, biggest regulation cuts in history. I stopped 8 wars. I'm rebuilding our military, respected by every country in the world. Trillions of dollars being invested in the USA. And having created the hottest country anywhere in the world, and all I see is wacky Marjorie complain. My God, that's the truth. Shut up, woman. This is the man you stood up and told the world you trusted. He said it all began when I contacted her. See, listen, darling, the issue is never the issue. Donald Trump said, here's how this started. I sent her a poll showing her that she does not need to run for governor of Georgia. In other words, I told her I'm not endorsing her for governor or senator. Her poll numbers are way too low. Do you guys suddenly think that Marjorie Taylor Greene just became anti-Trump? She just saw the light. No, darling, do you not understand? Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. He literally contacted her weeks ago, told her he was not supporting her for governor or senator, and suddenly, bam, we have a new Marjorie Taylor Greene. It's sickening. All right, so let me set the record straight about Epstein files that she is demanding to be released. Here's your timeline. Write it down. July the 18th, 2025, this year, Donald Trump requested the unsealing of all grand jury testimony in the Epstein case. Donald Trump wrote on Truth Social these words, and I quote, "Release any and all pertinent grand jury testimony subject to court approval." In other words, release it all. That was in July 2025. For those of you screaming, if Trump would have just released, what are you talking about? He ordered it to be released. How do we forget truth? Let me translate this for you. Trump tried to release the truth without breaking the law. That's what leadership looks like. That's what maturity looks like. That's what law and order looks like. Release the transcripts subject to court approval. We're going to do it by law and order, he said. Not mob rule, not Salem witch trials, no digital lynches, actual justice. Release it all, he said. Late July, so let's go forward to the end of July 2025, the Trump administration filed official federal motions to unseal all Epstein and Maxwell grand jury transcripts. Now, why? Because everything is in those transcripts. This was a full-blown trial with evidence. It's all in the transcript. Release it all. Trump filed the motion to do it. He didn't just talk about it or hint at it. He filed it in a federal court under oath. That's action, not just hashtags. Now let's fast forward. August the 20th. Next month, Judge Richard Berman denied the unsealing. What do you not get about that, my friend? What am I missing? I'm just going by the timeline. How is Trump not releasing the Epstein files? It was Judge Berman that denied the unsealing. He called the request a diversion. He argued that he could not unseal those transcripts. Now let's go to another judge. Judge Paul Engelmeyer rejected the DOJ's request. He cited Rule 6E. 2 judges, 2 refusals, not Trump, not the Department of Justice, the judges. And that's the inconvenient truth, Marjorie, that you're not telling people. You act like you're the hero wanting the Epstein files released. It was Donald Trump that was a hero before you became a zero. So why is Marjorie blaming Trump? Because chaos gets her famous, and many people love chaos. They don't love law and order. Do it by the book. Let the Justice Department have it. Don't like that. We want chaos. We're just as chaotic as the left. Oh, we love it. We love when Marjorie talks about Trump's not releasing. Of course he will. Of course he tried. Of course he did. Follow the timeline instead of the skirt line. You see conflict? keeps Marjorie trending. It's a science. Playing the victim generates donations. Go after him, Marjorie. Go get Trump. Wait a minute. You want her to go get the same Trump that you voted for? Can you let that percolate somewhere? Can you let that percolate, my friend? Go get him, Marjorie. Go get who? The man you voted for? Sometimes I don't know if I want to be on the right. I definitely don't want to be on the left. I don't know where I want to be anymore. But if that's what the right looks like, put me in the purple section or somewhere, because this is sickening to watch what we're doing. You see, standing against Trump gives her something she never had before. You see, Professor Toto, I see past the curtain. I know exactly what she's doing. She finally has something she never had before. Attention from the anti-Trump. Watch this. I'm fixing to lay the hammer down. Now she gets attention from anti-Trumpers, not only on the left, but now she gets the anti-Trumpers on the right. Oh yes, any of you that doesn't trust Donald Trump 100%, that does not believe that that's the man that you voted, then you are anti-Trump. Okay, you can't have it both. You're either for Trump or for Marjorie. This is war now. If you're for Marjorie, she finally got what she could never have gotten. Anti-Trump on the left and the right. I just nailed it down for you. That's what she was going after. Anti-Trumpers on the left and now on the right. You know, those of you that believe he's been compromised by Israel. Do you know what you sound like when you say that? I'm sorry, Marjorie, you don't have courage. You don't have class. You don't have conviction. You have ambition dressed up like outrage. That's what you've got. Okay? Nobody else will tell you. I will. You need to sit down. You need to call your president. And you need to become part of the MAGA team. Quit fighting and biting the hand that fed you. Trump made you a household name, Marjorie Taylor Greene. He backed you when the establishment wanted you gone. Do you remember that, Marjorie? Do you appreciate that? What world are you living in now? He defended you when the globalists mocked you. And now you mock him? Sick. I'm sick of it. You guys, he lifted her when the conservative media didn't know what to do with her. He lifted her. Trump lifted her. And now she attacks him, not based on truth, not based on facts, but based on a narrative, ego, and opportunism. The serpent always bites when it thinks it has grown sharper teeth. But here's the reality, Marjorie. There's still time for you to come back home. Save yourself. If not, mark it down. You're going to be a forgotten name in the dustbins of history when you could be part of a great movement. Anti-Trump is for the buzzards. Trump is the greatest president maybe since Washington. Get on his team. Without Trump, you're not a national figure anymore. You're not a kingmaker. You're not a movement. You're not a force. You're not a voice that anybody outside of your county will ever listen to again. She is what she was before Trump, a spark without a flame. But you see, she's tasted power now. And as too many do, she believed it came from within rather than through her. But no, that power didn't come from within you, Marjorie. It came through you from Donald Trump. Donald Trump's position remains unchanged tonight. He's not protecting anyone. Let me tell all of you, listen to me. Here's what you're about to, the world history is going to say these words. Donald Trump tried to protect innocent people that are going to be destroyed now. It's over. It's too late. Trump cannot help anybody now. He can help himself because he's innocent. But he knew names that was in that file. One of them came out tonight, Steve Bannon. And it don't look good for Steve at all. Not because he's guilty of anything, but there was a very chummy relationship after Epstein was known to be a child predator. Very chummy. So much so that Epstein told him, when you get to Abu Dhabi, whatever the name of that country is, I'll make sure you're well taken care of. In one state, he said massage is not included. Trump knows that anybody's name in that file is over. They're done, whether they're innocent or guilty. A statesman tries to keep that great American principle, innocent until proven guilty, alive and well in our nation. Donald Trump wasn't trying to protect predators. He was trying to protect fathers and mothers and grandfathers that's going to be guilty by association. What a sad day in America. He's not protecting anyone except the innocent. He's not covering for anyone. He's following the law, pushing it to its limits, but refusing to burn the Constitution to satisfy me and you, the mob. And that, my friend, is the difference in a statesman and a starlet. If you're subscribed to my Substack blog, you would already know all of this. It's free of charge to subscribe. You ought to go there now and subscribe. Just look for Professor Toto, T-O-T-O, Professor Toto. It's that simple. Subscribe free of charge. I'm going to give you my final word tonight before I go to bed. I'll be preaching live right here tomorrow at around 12:30 Central Time. So I'm going to get some rest tonight. But this is part of my ministry. Donald Trump, God called me to stand with Donald Trump. Trump tried to release the Epstein grand jury material the legal way. The judges blocked it. Marjorie Taylor Greene has twisted it. And the media, they've amplified it. But facts do not bow to feelings, and truth does not kneel before clickbait. Some of us still speak with clarity. I'm one of those people. My message has never changed. I'm a Trump man, not a Marjorie man, not a DeSantis man. I'm a loyal Trump man. And he's never given me a reason yet not to be. I speak with clarity. My message has never changed. Unlike so many of you and podcasters, back and forth, I'm so glad my sail is steady. Some of us still honor loyalty. Some of us still stand with the man that built this movement, not the ones who live off of it. Did you hear what I said? Some of us still stand with the man that built this movement, not the ones that have made millions of dollars off of it. Class is dismissed.